look, my rig comes with a cup holder. Tonight's run is sponsored by Bailey's. Okay, I've not read this announcement. I don't know what's going on, but is the game ending? What the hell's happening? I just saw the end of Android Netrunner. I don't know what the hell's happening. I literally just got out of work right now. This was me when the announcement of Game's End first hit. I had known for a while that something was up from various runs previous. I honestly thought that the big boxes were cycling. I would try and tell everyone, but unless it's Ritzy Scoops, no one really gives a damn. Now, I imagine most of you trying to cling to Netrunner. Well, just end that run right now, Kiddywinks. The game is over, time called, agenda's counted. What we should be doing now is thinking about the next game, an FFG-owned game wholeheartedly. So far, I've made a small token modification to Android Netrunner in the form of what I like to call meat running. So we've got net running, now we've got meat running. Lots of games in the FFG space do this, like Game of Thrones, have got the various challenges. L5R has got military and political challenges. So I thought, why can't Netrunner have something similar? It seems like a very stable thing to do, and they've done it before, and quite frankly, I think it's needed. Now, since Richard Garfield, Netrunner, is all focused about the net, we can now explore this whole other dimension with meat space. And I'm going to show you how to do that here. Right, let's take this global food, for example. On it, you're going to see three things. The first one is supposed to mean the runner loses 2 credits, sorry. Because you've got a symbol that's supposed to mean you lose, and it's got 2 on it, and it's got a $sign, which means credits. So it's supposed to say you lose 2 credits on the first one. Second one is an ender run with a trace 1, and a third one is an ender run with a trace 3. I'm trying to think of a cool name for it. I want to call them like situations, you encounter a situation, and then like can encounter an ice. This time you encounter a situation, and situations have bits. You're in this bit of the situation, you're in that bit of the situation, and to basically get past situations, you have to do a bit code. Bits, codes, 1 zeros, binary bits, just that kind of thing. That's where I'm going with this. I kind of got the idea from Shadowrun Crossfire, so let's see how it looks. Like a side game, you're gonna use credits. I'm still in debate as to whether you lose these credits, because meat running is gonna happen a lot, so I've come up with a compromise. You don't lose credits for meat bids, but if you don't have the credits, you can only do so many bits. For example, if you only have 4 credits, then you can do up to a 4-bit bit bid, basically. But if you only have 1 credit, then only one of your 4 bits could be a 1. The rest of them have to be 0. So I think it's a nice compromise. If you've got 0, then you can't really do it. But if you've got like at least 4 credits, then you can keep doing it continuously, as without fear of losing the loss of your money. Because I don't think it's too fair there. We'll have to work on that. So let's resolve this meat run on the Global Food Initiative. As you can see, it's got 3 situations, 3-bit situation on it. So that means you're going to do a 3-bit code. Now, the runner has chosen the bit code 001. The corporation has chosen the bit code 111. So basically, you're going to need the corporation would need at least 3 credits to make this bit sequence. The runner would only need at least 1 credit to be able to make their bit sequence. So the first of the bit sequences don't match, thus the first part of the situation resolves, and the runner loses 2 credits. Now, since they've already made the bit bid, their bit bid is still valid, but when the bit bid situation is over, they will not be able to really bet again if they've gone down to 0. They'll only have to make all zeros, and the corporation would have to make all ones. Which is why I kind of want to make sure about the money loss thing. So it might have to go to money loss. Either way, that situation resolved. Then the second situation is also doesn't match, so that situation is also going to resolve, and a trace 1 on end the run is going to fire. And once that's resolved, yeah, it's going to have to resolve. Wow, it's going to need some rules wrestling. That's what the testing's for. Anyway, the third situation is not going to resolve because they're both the same. So the only thing that the rowers have got to worry about is losing 2 credits and then having to deal with the trace. And if they've got no money, then the trace is going to kick them out, basically. You know what? This ain't working. Let's just switch up a little bit and change the format. This is witness tampering, because, you know, I'm tampering with what you witness, and successful demos already taken by some smart person. Anyway, so, moving on. Let's explain what's happening. As the previous title has suggested, we're going to be talking about meat running on centrals, in this case, meat running on HQ. And what happens when we run on HQ? We expose one card in HQ. Now, you might think, why would you only want to expose a card? Well, there are various reasons why you want to expose a card, because we're going to start changing up effects as we'll go on. You'll see eventually. Now we run on R&D, and you expose 3 cards in R&D. Now, this is very powerful. Even though you can't interact with the cards and steal agendas or trash assets and whatnot, you still get to see what's coming up, and it gives you some very, very good information here. And I think it's a worthwhile effect. I think it's a good counterbalance. Finally, archives. Now, running on archives exposes all the cards in archives. It does not flip them up, however. I was thinking about that. No, it does not flip them up, but it does let you see everything that's there. Also lets you expose 1 card in a remote server. Now, the funny thing about remote servers now is that there's going to be net side ones, which is shown by the reverse accounts, and there's going to be meat space like things. So this is going to be on the runner side of the game, of the map, and it's going to be represented just by being facing them. So you can see at the top, net stuff, normal net runner so far. Bottom stuff, meat space, a new added dimension. It comes with some benefits and some risks, and we're going to go to meat space running on them now. But wait a minute, Jason, you ask, how would you stop the runner from just exposing everything? That's really dangerous. Well, here's what happens. If they keep meat running, they're going to run into situations. Now, so far, I've put this on the ID for centrals because I couldn't think of a better place to put it. So, whenever the runner runs on a central, they're going to run into a situation. In Wayland's case, the situation is that when they make a successful meat run, the first one is lose 2 credits. Second bit of the situation is lose 2 credits. Third bit of the situation is take a meat damage. The fourth bit of the situation is that the run is going to be considered an unsuccessful and just end right there without exposing or nothing like that. So let's see how does that play out. Before we go on, I should let you know that any card except for Netspace cards have this effect. If the card is unresed in meat space, I don't know a better way to say it, but for then it's just not activated yet. It's under construction. We'll come up with some term later on, but meat effects are not going to apply if the card is unresed. So this means that if you put a gender in meat space, it's going to be face up, plain as day for the runner to see. They're going to see, oh, something's going on there. But wait, so what stopped them from just attacking it straight away? In the case of forged in priority requisition, they're going to have to, they can only meat run it after a successful meat run on HQ. So that means they've got to deal with the situation in HQ first of all, and when they've got to HQ, they can then go on and meat run on this. And it's a two-bit situation for a meat run that it's just 2 end the runs. Also, end the run and then end the run trace 5. Adonis campaign has lose a click, and if it's exposed, the corporation gains 2 credits. None of these meat effects apply to the reversed accounts, by the way. Okay, so once again, let's go over the bit bid. So as long as you have at least 2 credits, you can participate in this bit bid. If you only had 1 credit, you could only make
like a 0.1 bid or a bit or a 0 or 1 0 bid, you can't do the 1 1 necessary. But you're not going to lose credits for bidding. For now, anyway. We'll try. Got to try it both ways. See how it works. We'll experiment with that. But in this case, the runner bids 1 1 because they got at least 2 credits. The corporation, let's just say, only has 1 credit, so they can only make a single, like a 1 0 bid or a 0 1 bid, and they bid 1 0. So the runner dealt with the end the run and doesn't have to suffer those effects, but they didn't like deal with the end the run and trace 5, so they got to deal with the trace 5, or the run will end. Now again, if any of these cards were in the net side, or it would just be normal Netrunner then, and that's it. Thank you very much.